sitting in my beanbag because I'm gonna tell you some spooky stories. I've wanted to do this video for quite a while, but I haven't really had a reason to until now. Hopefully the sound is going to be better because I have a mic hooked up. Admittedly, it's not the closest and I wish it was closer. I would like to introduce you to my ghost. I'm gonna preface this video by explaining kind of my thoughts on the paranormal, just so this makes a little more sense. Personally, I don't 100% believe yes, there's spirits, ghosts, something like that. I don't 100% believe that, but then again, I'm not yeah, they don't exist at all. I'm kind of in the middle where I would like to believe that something like that exists because it would be it's fascinating. I know that there's a lot that we don't know, especially about dying. And also, I've experienced a few things, as I will be talking about in this video, that I can't really find an exclamation mark, or an exclamation mark, an explanation for. So that's why I'm not 100% does not exist. So, let's get into it. First story, kind of an origin story of Ghosty. If they actually are here, I don't know what their name is. I've never tried to do an investigation to communicate with them to find that out. We called them Ghosty. The idea of Ghosty originated when I was little. My parents used Ghosty to explain the house noises, the crackling? Nope. Creaking and cracking that the house makes when it's relaxing, because it's not like a new modern house. From there, as I grew older, Ghosty kind of became more than just the house noises. First story, actual story, that I have is very topical. On Halloween of I want to say my freshman year, I planned to go to school. That's cool. I'm so glad I planned to do that. No, I planned to wear some kind of costume to school. And what I decided on was special effects makeup, because at the time I had just gotten liquid latex and I was like, I have to use this. So I chose to do what looks like 3 scratch marks across my face. I'll put in a picture so you know what I mean. So to do that, it takes a lot of time. So on Halloween, Halloween morning, I woke up at I want to say 4 in the morning, because I needed as much time as possible to be able to completely complete my liquid latex look. If you work with liquid latex, you understand how long this takes, because you have to let it dry, etc. Anyway, point being, I got up at 4, got all my stuff together, went, showered, I started working on the makeup. And I was at one of the drying stages when I heard a knock on the door. Now the door's shut because I have the lights on and my parents are sleeping because it's still 4:35 in the morning. So they're still asleep, but I hear a knock on the closed door and I was like, oh, come in. Because I thought it was one of them that use the bathroom. They don't come in. So I was like, oh, they must not have heard me. So I opened the door. They're not, it's not one of them standing there. And I was like, okay. Little explanation part. Thinking about it later, I realized I would have heard their bedroom door open if someone had come out. I also would have probably heard footsteps on the creaky, because we have a creaky hallway, footsteps on the creaky hallway up to the door. Now there's a chance that I didn't, because opening the door isn't all that loud and I was pretty focused on my makeup. But the other thing is, once I stopped, I would have heard their door close again if they had gone back in thinking I wasn't gonna let them in. Didn't hear any of that. I just heard a on the door and I was like, okay, weird. So I continued doing the makeup. I want to say 5 minutes later, 5 to 10, I hear it again, the same on the door, and it's up high. It's it's not the cat. I was like, oh, they must be back. So I said, come in again. You can come in. Again, no one. Same logic applies. I would have heard the doors, especially the second time. I feel like I would have heard the doors, because I wasn't being loud because because it was 4:35 in the morning. Anyway, so that's the first one. Second story was witnessed by me and my mother. Quick background. How our house works is my room is at the end of a hall. Random one. No, my room is at the end of a hall. Like, I have one door in and out. Then, directly, like, if you just go from my room straight down the hall, it's my parents' room at the other end. And their room has two doors. One that leads out to the hall, and the other that leads out to the kitchen. I don't really remember why, but we were arguing over the door in their room that led to the kitchen, whether it should be open or closed. My mother was in bed in her room. I was in bed in my room. We were just pretty much yelling across the house to each other, and I was like, yeah, the door should be shut. I think it was because Dad had the radio on in the kitchen and he was downstairs, so he couldn't come turn it off, and I think we were just too comfy to get up and turn it off anyway. Mom was like, it should be open, like, it's fine, we'll tell him to turn it off once he gets back upstairs. My father comes back upstairs, and I was like, just the door should be closed. He was like, okay, so he was like, let's compromise. And so he shut it almost all the way. It was open a crack. Does the door, walks out of the living room. Me and my mother are still kind of playfully arguing, like, suddenly, the door that had been open that much swings open entirely. Like, not quick, not like someone, like, did that. No, it just very steadily just goes open entirely. Now, that door does have a habit of swinging open if you don't shut it all the way. But it only ever swings open maybe halfway on its own. And both me and my mom just kind of stopped, and we're like, and I think one of us was like, to my father, like, hey, did you just open that? And him in the living room goes, what? Open what? He goes, no, I didn't open the door. I, like, shut it partially because it was like a compromise. Story number 3. It's just different than doors. It was the summertime, and I was in the living room setting up my photo background, and I have like the posts that you can hang like a background on. I have the lights, I have the whole setup. I needed to get something to attach and secure the sheet to the bar. I walk out to the kitchen, and I'm just kind of like trying to find like a clothespin or something. When I find something, I turn around and the TV is on. Because we use like our Apple TV, it'll be set to something like that, so usually when it turns on, it's like a blue screen. So that's what it was when I turned around. It was a blue screen. I was like, what? Because I did not touch any of that. I did not need any of that to do photos. There's no reason for that to be on. Also, the only way to turn on our TV is through the TV remote. And before I turned the TV off, I went, sorry, Ghosty, if you want to watch TV, I want to take pictures, and we can watch Simulator, and I turned it off. I wish Corona wasn't a thing, so I could have my friend here with me, because this story happened to him. So, junior year, I was in Japanese, and we did a cooking unit. And one of our projects was to pick a recipe and cook it at home and make a video out of it. Actually, I have a snapshot of hilarity of this video that I'm talking about up on my channel right now. So you can go watch it. I had Ian Kessler over, and I had Em over because she just wanted to hang out with us and didn't mind helping us cook. It was just the 3 of us in the house, and we were setting up, getting ready to film, and Ian had to use the bathroom. And me and Em we just continued to unpack the groceries that we got and just like prep what we would need to actually like make what we were making. Ian comes back into the kitchen and he goes, which one of you did it? And we were like, which one of us did what? And he goes, which one of you knocked on the door? And I was like, what do you mean knocked on the door? And he goes, which one of you knocked on the bathroom door while I was in there? And I was like, and me and Em look at each other because she knows about Ghosty. Me and Em look at each other and we're like, neither of us did. And he goes, because I have told Ian about Ghosty before, and he is very much a skeptic and does not believe in them, in ghosts. But today, I think there was a little inkling for even if it was just a minute, because it was very clear that me and him were not playing a prank on him. We were like, nope, wasn't us. It was Ghosty, and he just kind of looked at us like, so yeah. Also has to do with me and M. One of the main reasons why M, like, knows Ghosty's here. Because, again, it was around Halloween. 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. It's not like I have another channel, a really old channel from 8th grade. No, I don't know what you're talking about. But if I did have a really old channel from 8th grade, then this, like, exact moment that I'm talking about could be, like, filmed and in a video on there. But I don't, so it's not. Me and him were just in my room and we were planning the Halloween party that we were gonna do. Why we filmed that, I don't know. It was 8th grade. How we filmed it was how I'm filming this, just on my phone at the time, and we had the camera facing us. Like, the screen facing us. Selfie camera, so we could see, make sure we were in shot. And it was up on, I used to have a big bookcase desk, but it was up on, like, one of the bookcases across the room from us. We had been filming for quite a while, just planning and whatnot, and then at the same time, we see the screen of my phone go completely white. A second, maybe like a second and a half, goes completely white. And me and M, again, I'll put in the clip to this moment.
No, the Creepy Twins. It's the Creepy Twins Halloween party.
Creepy Twins haunted Halloween party.
Right.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It looked like it went. As you saw, you can't actually see the white, which is weird. That you can't see, because the whole screen went white, as if someone had like a white sock on their hand and went over the screen. Like, it would be one thing if only I saw it, because I could have been going crazy. But the fact that we both saw it, and you can tell that we both saw it because we both had an immediate reaction to seeing it in the clip that you just saw. Don't know why, and it's not like my phone stopped recording, it's not like anything like that happened. It just looked like something white just went poof across the screen. I don't know, man. We had a home service for when Sweet Pea passed. She was euthanized in the house, therefore her spirit could be in the house. But like, we have seen what we call a Snickers playing with Sweet Pea. I will put in a video that my dad got and sent to me and my mother.
You're welcome. Well, since this was a virtual Republican convention, much of the reaction came on. But what were some of the trending topics from the RNC?
A big hashtag that I noticed immediately.
We call it that Sweet Pea's playing with Snickers because it'll look like Snick is either being chased or that she's chasing and then wrestling something that isn't there. It's pretty adorable. But yeah, whether or not spirits and ghosts are actually real, I don't know. But these things I do not have a 100% yes, this was it explanation for. So I call them ghost stories. Because we do have Ghosty. Yeah. Thanks for watching.